Hello everyone. In this video, we will do the daily current affairs analysis of 6th January 2022. The first topic which we will discuss is about the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. It is from GS paper 2 and topic is statutory and non-statutory bodies. About the NCPCR, the Commission for the Protection of Child Rights Act of 2005 was established in March 2007. It operates under the Ministry of Women and Child Development's administrative supervision. A child is described as a person who is between the ages of 0 and 18. The mandate of the Commission is to ensure that all laws, policies, programs, and administrative mechanisms are consistent with the child rights perspective as embodied in the Indian Constitution and the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. The NCPCR has the following authority under the RTE Act of 2009 to inquire into any reports of legal violations of child rights, subpoena a person and demand proof, obtain a magisterial investigation in the High Court or Supreme Court, file a writ petition, contact the relevant government to request that the perpetrator be prosecuted, recommend that individuals who have been affected receive interim relief. Composition of NCLAT. Composition of NCPCR, it should have been that there is a chairperson and 6 members on this panel, at least 2 of whom should be women. They are all nominated by the central government for a 3-year term. The chairman can serve in the commission until he is 65 years old and members can serve until they are 60 years old. Committees for the protection of child rights, Child Welfare Committee, CWCs, are to be formed by the state government for each district according to section 27(1) of the Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Act 2015 JJ Act to exercise the powers and discharge the duties conferred on such committees in relation to children in need of care and protection under the JJ Act 2015. The committee's composition is as follows. The committee will be composed of a chairperson and 4 additional members appointed by the state government, one of whom must be a woman and another must be an expert on children's issues. Conditions for eligibility. The chairperson and members must be at least 35 years old and have at least 7 years of experience working with children in the fields of education, health, or welfare activities, or they must be a practicing professional with a degree in child psychology, psychiatry, social work, sociology, or human development, or a retired judicial officer. The source of this news is The Hindu of 6th January 2022, page number 2. The next topic in news is about the National Security Guard. It is from GS paper 3 and topic is internal security related issues. About the NSG, the National Security Guard NSG is a counter-terrorism squad established in 1986 by an Act of Parliament known as the National Security Guard Act 1986. The idea for such a force arose in the aftermath of Operation Blue Star, an Indian military action carried out in 1984 to remove militant religious leaders from the Golden Temple in Amritsar, the Akshardham Temple attack, and the assassination of former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi for combating terrorist activities with a view to protect states against internal disturbances. It is a task-oriented force that reports to the Ministry of Home Affairs and consists of 2 complementary elements. The composition of NSG is the Special Action Group, which is made up entirely of army troops, is the NSG's main offensive or striking wing. Personnel from the Central Armed Police Forces, state police forces make up the Special Ranger Groups (SRG). They are usually in charge of VIP security. The Minister of Home Affairs selects and appoints the head of the NSG, known as the Director General. Objectives of NSG include: it has always adhered to the motto Sarvatra Sarvottam Suraksha, with a concentration on its primary idea of quick strike and fast withdrawal from the battlefield. As a federal contingency force, the National Security Guard has been tasked with dealing with all aspects of terrorism in any section of the country. The NSG is equipped to carry out counter-terrorist operations on land, sea, and air, as well as bomb disposal, searching for, detecting, and neutralizing IEDs, post-blast investigation, and hostage rescue missions. Because of their black uniforms and black cat insignia, NSG members are frequently referred to as Black Cat Commandos in the media. Operations carried out by NSG. Operation Black Thunder is a military operation that took place in the Golden Temple of Amritsar in 1986 and 1988. Operation Ashwamedh is a military operation that took place in the Indian Airlines flight. The NSG is equipped to carry out counter-terrorist operations on land, sea and air, as well as bomb disposal, searching for, detecting and neutralizing IEDs, post-blast investigation and hostage rescue missions. Because of their black uniforms and black cat insignia, NSG members are frequently referred to as Black Cat Commandos in the media. So operations carried out by NSG include Operation Black Thunder, Operation Ashwamedh and Vajra Shakti or Operation Thunderbolt. So the source of this news is The Hindu of 6th January 2022, page number 1. So the next topic in news is details of the NCLAT. It is a prelim specific topic. So the functions: it hears appeals from the following orders. The National Creditors Litigation Tribunal was established in 2016 under Section 61 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Sections 202 and 211 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code are used by the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, India's Competition Commission. So composition: after consultation with the Chief Justice of India, the President of the Tribunal, as well as the Chairperson and judicial members of the Appellate Tribunal will be chosen. The tribunal members and technical members will be nominated based on the recommendations of a selection committee that includes Chairman, Chief Justice of India or his nominee, member, a senior Supreme Court judge or a Chief Justice of the High Court, member of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs Secretariat, member of the Ministry of Law and Justice's Secretary, member of the Ministry of Finances Department of Financial Services Secretary. So eligibility: chairperson must be or have been a Supreme Court judge or the Chief Justice of the High Court. Judicial members: has been or has to be a High Court judge or a judicial member of a tribunal for at least 5 years. Technical member: a person of demonstrated skill, honesty and standing who has at least 25 years of special knowledge and expertise in specified areas. So terms: the chairperson and members have a 5-year term of office and can be reappointed for another 5-year term. So the source of this news is The Hindu of 6th January 2022, page number 12. So the next topic in news is about the Purchasing Managers Index. It is a prelim specific topic. So what exactly is a PMI? The Purchasing Managers Index is a measure of business activity in the manufacturing and service industries. It is a survey-based measure that inquires about changes in respondents' perceptions of important business variables from the previous month. It is calculated individually for the manufacturing and service sectors before being combined to form a composite index. So, how is PMI calculated? A set of qualitative questions are used to calculate the PMI. Executives from a large sample of companies are asked to judge whether key indicators such as output, new orders, business forecasts, and employment were greater than the previous month. What is the best way to analyze the PMI? A number greater than 50 indicates that the company activity is increasing. Anything less than 50 indicates a contraction. The larger the deviation from the midpoint, the more the expansion or contraction. Comparing the PMI for the previous month's data can be used to determine the rate of expansion. If a number is higher than the previous month, the economy is growing more quickly. It is expanding at a slower rate if it is lower than the prior month. So, what are the economic ramifications? The PMI is normally released at the beginning of each month, well ahead of the majority of official data on industrial output, manufacturing, and GDP growth. As a result, it is regarded as a good leading predictor of economic activity. Economists regard the PMI's measurement of manufacturing growth as a solid predictor of industrial production, for which official numbers will be issued later. Many countries' central banks use the index to help them make interest rate decisions. What does this entail in terms of the financial markets? The PMI is also used to predict corporate earnings and is actively monitored by investors and bond markets. A good reading improves an economy's appeal in comparison to a competitive economy. So the source of this news is The Hindu of 6th January 2022, page number 12. So thanks a lot for watching the analysis video. Have a nice day.